YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for checking back in, and today I'm going to be covering 3 things that are going to help you get shredded and ripped fast. Okay, in my experience, this is what I've done, this is what I do with my clients, and this is what I know that works best. Now, I'm only going to be talking about working out. Okay, so keep in mind that diet doesn't mean that you can eat whatever you want. It doesn't mean that them things aren't important as well. I'm talking about working out today. So if you need help with the diet as well, let me know and I'll make a separate video on that. But 3 tips that I'm going to give you to help you guys get shredded. So before I get into this video, I want to ask you guys a favor. I'm doing you guys a favor. I'm giving you 3 tips that are going to help you all out. If you could do one thing for me, I'd really appreciate it. Go ahead and give this video a like. It really encourages me when I see all of your support, and it will really help my channel to grow. So if you could do that for me, it'd be much appreciated. So the first thing you guys need to do is you need to do weight training. That's the #1 thing, okay? Because a lot of people associate losing weight and getting ripped with cardio, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. You need to do weight training. Now, a lot of people associate weights with just building muscle, especially women. They get really afraid to go and lift weights because they think they're going to get bulky. They think that's not the optimal way to lose weight. Most people just cut their calories really low and just do a lot of cardio. And that is not a good way to approach dieting and trying to lose weight. Okay, so weight training, let me explain to you why it's so important. First of all, the more muscle you have on your body, the easier it is to burn fat. Okay, so that's the #1 thing. You need to think about it in the long term. Okay, you don't want to just lose weight and not have any muscle on you. You're not going to look good for a start. And you need to think of the long term. As you get older, it gets harder to lose weight. You know, when you get into your 40s, your 50s, think about it as a long-term thing. You think of your whole life. You want to have some muscle on you already so that when you're a bit older, it's easier to lose weight and stuff like that. So that's always going to help you. The #1 reason why weights are so good is because it breaks down your muscle. Okay, you break down muscle fibers and they need to repair themselves. When you're on the treadmill or any cardio exercise that you're doing, you're not breaking down muscle. Okay, and you're only burning calories for that time you're in the gym. Now, when you break down muscle tissue and your body has to repair itself outside the gym, that can last up to 2 to 3 days where you feel achy and you need to recover. Your body is repairing their muscle fibers and that takes energy. Okay, your body's under a lot of it was under a lot of stress. The muscles have been torn, effectively that's what's happened, and it needs to repair itself. So in that process, you'll be burning calories outside. So you might have heard the afterburn effect. That's pretty much what it is. Okay, so it's burning calories outside the gym. People just use afterburn for a nice fancy name, but that's officially what it is. So it's just breaking down your muscle and then letting it repair over the few days. Now, if you're doing this with separate body parts every single day, you think about it, your body's in a continual fat burning state. You're breaking down muscle, you're waiting for that to recover, you leave that muscle out, you train another muscle group, you train your legs, the next day you train your back, the next day you train your chest, the next day you train your arms, you know what I'm saying, and so on. So that's the #1 reason. Now, when I say lifting weights, it's also important how you lift the weights, okay? You've got to make sure your form is really good, you've got to make sure that you're actually activating the muscle that you're working, that you feel it working, that you've got a mind-muscle connection, and also the rep ranges, okay? Time under tension is very important. So how long you're putting your muscles under stress for. Do you go for 5 reps? Do you go for 3 reps? Do you go for heavy weight? Do you go for low weight? Do you go for above 10 reps? What do you do? Now, the #1 thing that you need to stop doing if you are is doing high reps with low weight. That's not going to do anything for you, okay? If you're not challenging yourself, you're pretty much doing nothing, okay? What I want you to be doing is aiming for a rep range that's going to keep your muscles under tension for quite a while. So around 10 to 12, 10 to 15 reps, but with a challenging weight. You go as heavy as you can where that is very challenging, okay? And that's what you want to stick with. Don't ever think that you need to go 30 reps, 40 reps with just a very light weight. That's not going to do anything for your body. At the same time, you don't want to go too heavy as well as to where you're just trying to build strength, which is where you stick with the low rep ranges. That's not going to help you either, okay? So what you need to do is stick with a rep range around 10 to 12 or 10 to 15 with a nice challenging weight. So that's going to keep your muscles under a lot of tension, it's going to tear down that muscle fiber, and it's going to demand your body to repair it, and that's where the weight loss will happen. The second thing you guys can do in your workouts to help you get shredded is incorporate drop sets, supersets, trisets, anything that's going to intensify your workout. So what a drop set is pretty much it's doing exercise, dropping the weight down and doing that same exercise straight away without resting on a lower weight. The superset is basically doing exercise and going straight to another exercise back to back without resting. And a triset is a similar thing, but you're doing 3 exercises all back to back without resting. Okay, so what that's going to do is it's going to help you get your heart rate. It's going to elevate your heart rate. You're going to notice that your workouts will be a lot more intense. And what you want to do is, when burning fat, the higher you can get your heart rate, the quicker you're going to burn calories and the more effectively you will burn them. So what a superset is doing is keeping your rest period really short, and you're going to notice it's going to really make your workout a lot harder because you're not resting as much. By the time your heart rate comes back down, you're already going into the next exercise. So it's really intense, and you'll notice that your workouts won't be as long as well. So you'll be in and out the gym a lot quicker, but it will make your workouts a lot more challenging. You need to be careful with how much time you guys rest in between sets, because you'll notice that you can rest up to sometimes 2 minutes, you know, and you don't even realize it. You can go into 3 minutes, you just be on your phone or something. But with a superset or a drop set, you're doing one exercise and you're going straight to the next, or you're lowering the weight and doing the same exercise again. So it's really going to get your heart rate going, and that's another really effective way to help you burn calories. So if you're not doing that right now, incorporate that into your workouts as well. The third thing you can do to get shredded is incorporate circuit training into your workout. Now you might be thinking, isn't supersets like a circuit? Isn't trisets like a circuit? If I'm doing 3 exercises after one another, isn't that kind of like circuit training as well? And the answer is yes, but what I'm talking about is you doing more cardio-based exercises in your circuit training. So things like battle ropes, things like mountain climbers, things like high knees, burpees, all them exercises. If you're not used to it, you're gonna find it really challenging getting that involved in your program right now. Because where you're used to doing exercises like squats, resting, doing another set, resting, or you're doing a seated row, resting, doing another seated row, resting, you know, it's very low impact stuff. Like, yeah, the weight's heavy, but if you superset that with something like burpees, I'm telling you, your heart rate's gonna go through the roof and you're gonna find it really hard. So start low. If you find it really difficult, do 20 seconds, and the whole point is to keep progressing. Work up to 30, work up to 40, and keep making it more challenging. And that way, trust me, you're resting a lot less and you're gonna be burning a lot more calories as well. So let's recap all 3. The first thing is weight training. Don't be that person that comes into the gym, goes on the treadmill for like an hour and their workout is complete. Start incorporating some weight training into your program. Put your muscles under some tension and demand that your body needs to repair itself outside the gym. That way you're burning calories outside and inside the gym at the same time. And that's gonna be optimal for you losing weight. Second thing, incorporate drop sets, supersets, and trisets. Now, if you're not used to this can be really hard and you're gonna probably find it very challenging at first. So I wouldn't advise doing it on every single set. If you're doing the exercise and you're doing 3 sets, do it on the last one. Do a drop set on the last one, but don't do it every single set, or you're gonna tire yourself out way too fast, and that way you're not gonna get an optimal workout as well, because you'll be really tired for the rest of your workout. So take it easy and then work your way up. It's all about making progress, not giving your body it all at one go, okay? So incorporate that. That's gonna get your heart rate through the roof, and that's gonna be putting your muscles under a lot more tension, because of course, if you're doing an exercise and doing another one straight after, your rest period is gonna be a lot more shorter, you're gonna be working out more, and again, it's about increasing that time under tension. So you're demanding your body to work more, which is gonna in turn elevate your heart rate, making you burn more calories, and not only in the gym, you'll be burning it outside the gym as well with this sort of style of training. And lastly, the third thing is incorporating circuit training as well. Now, remember what I said, doing exercises like very cardio-based things that are just gonna really get your heart rate up, things like high knees, things like burpees, like mountain climbers, things I spoke about. You can even do something like jumping lunges, something that's gonna really get your heart rate going. So basically HIIT style workouts. And I'll be having a lot of these exercises coming soon in upcoming videos, so you guys can get loads of ideas from that. But essentially what you want to do is just get your heart rate up again. Remember, that's what it's about, getting that heart rate up, and that's going to make you burn calories a lot faster. So there's 3 tips that are going to help you all get shredded and ripped. Don't forget, this is just the working out side of things. If your diet's not good, these things won't work. You still need to be following a good balanced diet and be in a caloric deficit. And this on top of it is going to really help optimize your results. So if you're not doing this, I really encourage you to start incorporating it into your workouts. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.